Hi, welcome to Barcart Bookshelf, a video series about books and the drinks they inspire. My name is Elias, and today we're talking about Many Worlds, or the Simulacrum, an anthology of stories from the Many Worlds Forum, edited by Cadwell Turnbull and Josh Eure. Many Worlds is a really exciting anthology, and one that I'm really thrilled to talk about. It is the product of a cooperative writing group, the Many Worlds Forum. It's got 14 stories and 11 authors, including one story with 5 co-authors under the name Darkly Lem. And it is published by Radix Media, a worker-owned co-op union print shop. And so it's just this really fascinating experiment in leftist storytelling and in the sort of radical integration of the creation of the product, of the book as artifact and the story as a narrative, this sort of shared multiverse that touches on each story, and yet each has its own voice. Each is deeply unique as we make our way across this multiverse. One of the really sort of lovely and sad things about these stories is this inexplicable sense of loss of a world that changes beyond your ability to have any direct action yourself, and yet the great gears of power can be moved collectively. It's really just a remarkable collection, one that I think is maybe gonna fly under some radars, but definitely shouldn't, and so one that I'm really excited to talk about. This idea that we can build something together and really have some thematic parallels while still retaining the uniqueness that brings you to a specific author and to a specific story is sort of fantastic, and one that I enjoyed digging into as I read the anthology. It is fairly short, 154 pages, so not only do you have some nice short stories and even some flash fiction stories like under 500 or so words, it's still a collection, an anthology that you can read over the course of an afternoon or two. So really great for these hot summer days as you open up this world of possibilities, deep ocean trenches and algae with intermingled consciousness and immortality and loss and the disappearance of continents and of states and the reappearance of siblings that you didn't know you had. Just a thought-provoking collection of short stories, and one that I would love to see explored further. So I highly recommend that you snag the book. And of course, we have to have a drink inspired by it. Our drink today is the Simulacrum Swizzle, inspired by Many Worlds. Without any further ado, why don't we get started? Alright, so you can see I don't have my shaker or mixing glass before me today. We've got the Swizzle glass. We're going to start by getting some crushed ice in there. We're just going to build this easy breezy right in the glass. Get that crushed ice down in there. Beautiful. You want to get it about sort of 2/3 of the way up there, because we are going to see some melting, and we're going to get some ingredients that expand us out. Alright, we're going to start with our base spirit. This is 1 ounce of Cruzan rum. What can I say when I have a Cadwell Turnbull book? He's one of our favorite authors here on Barcart Bookshelf. I gotta get the Cruzan rum in there. A favorite of mine, a favorite of his, and just a really great cocktail rum. Now we're going to add our modifiers. We're just sort of going to build this up nice and slow, get sort of layers of flavor going on in there. We're going to get half an ounce of pomegranate grenadine, rich, reddish purple. Delicious. Let that sort of layer in there, sink on down. Next, let's go for half an ounce of lime cordial. Again, this sort of bittersweet, complicated lime flavor. We're going to get a half an ounce of that. Still the brightness of your lime, but mellowed by the lime peel that we use to make that. Now we will add some passion fruit syrup. It's a wonderful magical syrup that makes everything taste tropical, and we'll get half an ounce of that down in there. Wonderful. And now we'll swizzle. So you get your swizzle stick or your mixing spoon down into your glass, and you sort of rotate while going up and down. We just want to get all of our different worlds intermingled, like so. Beautiful. You can see we've got some of our ice melting, so we'll add just a bit more of that in there. Yeah, nice and easy. The Swizzle is a great drink for the summer. Refreshing, crushed ice, tropical flavors, just a winner all around. We'll swizzle that just a bit more. Beautiful. You can see we still have some space in our glass, and so for that, we're going to get our ginger beer, top that. It's going to be about 2 ounces or so of ginger beer. Lovely. And finally, as our finishing element, we really love the layers, and so we're going to get half an ounce of blackstrap rum, that really dark molasses rum that's going to bring a sort of chocolatey finishing note to our cocktail. We'll get half an ounce in there. This is a technique that we've used before, but not recently, and it works really well for these sort of multiverse stories. Beautiful. You want to pour that over the back of your spoon to help it layer just on top there. The stainless steel straw so that you can sip across every level of your drink, and there you have it. The Simulacrum Swizzle, a world of flavors, a multiverse of flavors across the length of your glass, inspired by the Many Worlds anthology of the Many Worlds Forum, edited by Cadwell Turnbull and Josh Eure. Many Worlds is available now. I've got a link to snag the book down below directly from the publisher, Radix Media. They're doing really cool stuff. They publish neat fiction and all sorts of things. They also do print shop work, so if you're looking for business cards, I know they're who I'm going with when I need a new set of cards. Try the drink. Let me know what you think. Read the anthology. We've got links to the Boston Shaker where we get all of our tools and ingredients, to various forms of social media, including Twitter and Instagram, where there's a written version of today's recipe. Comment down below with your favorite multiverse stories, and if you've read Many Worlds, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, cheers.